This the prep. It's the prep. So I'm just gonna get some. That's it. So let's get into the style. I have to pre-part my hair and use the rubber band method when I braid my hair. Because I am not experienced enough to do like knotless or box braids or anything like that, right? I don't have that level of expertise. So I do what I know how to do. And this is what I know how to do. Also, this is my first time braiding my whole head. And I have to get me a floor length mirror because this parting took so long because clearly you can see what I'm up against. And then I also have to be mindful with the edge control because I can't like put it from like the root to the end, because if the ends are too slippery or too like stiff, I can't braid it. Like my hair got to be a little bit how you see it, frizzy. But I also need to put edge control like at the root part to keep the parting together. It's complicated. It's just complicated. But I'm going to get it done, okay? For sure, I'm going to get it done. So this is how the rubber band method is. All my hair is pre-parted. I crochet in one piece of hair. I pull it. I don't make the loop, like traditional crochet. I just pull one side through, tighten my rubber band up because mine's going to come loose when I do it because, again, my hair is thin. Tighten my rubber band back up, flip the hair over, get my other piece of braiding hair, and I just start braiding. Now, how most people would like start like a box braid or something, that's how I do. But again, I can't start it on my natural. I can't start it, the base, without a little help. And the rubber band method or it already being in place is what helps me. And that's really it. That's how I braid my hair. And again, it takes me a while because, again, I only know how to braid in one direction. So sometimes it does take me a good little minute to get it going because, again, I can only braid in one direction. But yeah, just add some edge control as I go to try to make sure I don't have to like put a lighter and hot water and all that. And I didn't have no mousse, so I just want to try to make sure I eliminate as many flyaways as I can, so I add edge control as I braid down. But I try not to add it. I'm gonna try not to add it to the very bottom, simply because the very bottom has to be teased, so I don't want it to be sticky or stiff and I'm not able to tease it.
Oh, and I was sick. So sorry.
So here's how you make the poof part. You take the ends. After you braid down to the length you want, you put a rubber band on it to hold it in place. And then you just take your comb and back tease it. Just back tease it till it's poofy. And you just keep back teasing it. Make sure you back tease all the strands. Until you get like, a little ratty little nappy ball or whatever. So this means just back combing, or is it back combing or back teasing? Listen, I don't remember, but you see what I'm doing, right? Y'all know how to tease a little hair, okay? Especially if you was born in the 80s and grew up in the 80s and 90s, you know how to tease some hair, okay? So yeah, you just tease the hair until you get it, and then this is when you shape it into a ball, right? Shape it into a ball. Scoop up that extra hair. It's kind of tricky though. I had to keep, by the time I got to the end, like the last couple of braids, I had it down packed. But the first couple of times, it is kind of tricky. So you got to get the rubber band on there, right? Still keep the ball. And then you got to do the rubber band twice, right? You can't just put it on there one time like I did, because it ain't going to hold nothing. Okay? I thought it was holding. It wasn't holding a motherfucking thing. Okay? But that's basically how you make the poof, right? Rubber band it twice. This is me adding another rubber band because clearly I realized the first one I should have wrapped it 2 times. But I wasn't finna take it off either. Here go me still thinking I could do it one time. And then you use the flat iron to seal it because you don't want, what you gathered up to unravel. So, the flat iron to seal it because it's braided hair. So you use the flat iron to seal it in, and that's really it. That's all it is. Now, mind you, as I go along, I do loop the rubber band. But that's basically how you make the poof ball. And, of course, your flat iron can, get rid of those flyaways because it's going to just melt the hair into itself. But that's really it. So this is the finished product, right? I'm finished. I teased everything. Now I'm coming in the mirror to check it and check all my flyaways. That's why I pulled it up so I could see my flyaways. And now you see my flyaways. Now,
I can see where my imperfections
this step is, you can keep trying to use the flat iron and do all that and shape it. My thing, I was like, let me just use some Pump It Up, right? Because I could just put some Pump It Up on there, shape it with my hand, hit it with the blow dryer, and it'll hold its shape. And then any little flyaways I got, I could just clip those with some scissors. So that's how I got the balls to really look like puff balls and kind of stay together. I hit it with some Pump It Up, and I did this on every last one. I hit it with some Pump It Up, got my blow dryer out, and then that was it. And that's how you made the poof. Well, that's how I made the poof balls, right? I'm sure it's more than one way to do it. Now, this is the finished product. I still got a couple flyaways. I clip those later on. But this is the finished product, okay? And I did that, right? I did that.
Now, I was down to the people, right? And I had seen this poodle, whatever they call it, right? I don't know the name of it, right? But I had seen it with my eyes, right? And mind you, I never fully braided my own hair. Okay, what I usually do is braid it down, right, to put my crochet in. But I braided his hair my damn self. And I poofed this up myself. Okay, let me give y'all the back view, okay? Give y'all the back view, okay? Just, yeah. I never told y'all I was a professional, but I also never told y'all I wasn't a professional, right? But I just want y'all to just let me little light razzle dazzle. Okay, so it don't matter which way it goes, baby. It don't matter which way. Now it hurt because I ain't got nothing but 3 damn strands of damn hair. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know how I got this many motherfucking braids in my head, but these motherfuckers is here. Right now they gonna go in the ponytail because I have to go down to pick a job tomorrow. But you know, I'm definitely making a statement. And the statement is, you hoes can never. And y'all know that is a statement that I like to make often. Okay? I love a you hoes can never statement ass hairstyle. Right? I love anything that says you hoes can never fuck with me. Okay? And I love that for me. Okay? Now, how I did this is how I did it. Okay? Go on YouTube and I'm sure I'll upload the video. Damn it! Where's my finger? I'm sure I'll upload the video on how I did it. But how I did it is how I motherfucking did it. Okay? And I motherfucking did it. Yeah, so here we are. There we go. And that's all I got, right? You know,